The UK, France and Germany are demanding Israel immediately lift restrictions on the flow of aid into Gaza as the hunger crisis worsens. In a joint statement, the three nations say the humanitarian catastrophe we are witnessing in Gaza must end. Gaza's Hamas-run health ministry says 9 people have died of malnutrition in the past 24 hours. There's unverified reports that Israel is planning to allow foreign countries to carry out airdrop aid into Gaza in the coming days. Meanwhile, France says it will recognise a Palestinian state at the UN General Assembly in September, and now many MPs are calling on UK Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer to do the same. Back home, and Fire and Emergency is warning Kiwis to be safety conscious following a spike in house fires. In the past 12 months, 17 people lost their lives in situations described as avoidable. Claudia O'Neill reports.
Risk Reduction and Investigations Manager Peter Gallagher says house fires tend to peak with cooler weather and can be unsurvivable within 3 minutes. He says households should have smoke alarms in all bedrooms, hallways and living areas and ensure all electrical equipment's in good working order. Gallagher says flammable material should also be kept at least 1 metre from the heater or fire.
The South Island seems to be outperforming the North as we crawl our way out of recession. Kiwibank's latest report reveals economic activities picking up across most of the country, but recovery remains fragile. It suggests booms in agriculture and tourism have aided recovery in places like Otago and Southland. But Chief Economist Jared Kerr says moves towards growth-stimulating policy should help major cities like Auckland and Wellington catch up. It's believed our welfare-to-work system isn't serving workers or employers. A new report from think tank the Institute for Democratic and Economic Analysis says we invest roughly half as much as other OECD countries on active labour market policies. Research Director Max Rushbrook says people are being pushed into the first job that comes up, even if they're not qualified for it. He says caseworkers are often overloaded and struggle to understand the people they're trying to help. There's concern over the number of Kiwi children being bullied online. Norton's cyber safety study used responses from 1,000 parents, with 1/8 reporting their child faces cyberbullying. Of those affected, nearly half say the bully was a classmate or peer. Cybersecurity expert Mark Gorey says it's worrying.
Years ago, it all happened in the school playground. Kids got to some reprieve when they got home. Unfortunately, given the kids now have these phones and so young, it is following them home.
A July dip in the ocean isn't appealing for many, unless you're, of course, in the Mediterranean. But emergency service staff will be doing just that in Wellington today to raise funds for the Special Olympics. Inspector Rupert Friend says $27,000 was raised last year and hopes more people dive in this year.
I'm expecting a lot of police shirts to be running into those waves and getting a little chilly, along with all the other agencies and members of the public that are there to support.
The event takes place at Freiburg Beach in Oriental Bay at 9 a.m.